And for our next act, we're going to present Mandy and Laura Lee, and they're going to read the names of people who have passed. And at the end of it, if you want to say something or add someone in, please do that.
So in order to bring into the circle those who have passed, when we were getting ready to talk about this, we decided that it would be great to name names. And so we're going to read each 10. And at the very end, when we get done, if we could have a moment of silence, and then if there's other names to add, please do. So starting to my politically correct left. Music people: Matthew Jones, Marian Anderson, Cordell Reagan, Lee Hayes, Mary Travers, Phil Oakes, then getting into Dorothy Day, Sheldon Osborne, Larry Scott, Earl Reynolds, Father Bill Donald.
Bill Moyer, Alice Richards, Fred Moore, George Willoughby, Aggie Robinson, Lou Melander, Felix Lyon, Tia Pauline Henderson, Joan Bridge Baez, Melvina Reynolds, Father Robert Jaguar, Ellen Fletcher, Cesar Chavez, James Birch, Philip Berrigan, Bert Bigelow, Helen Mikulowski, Wally Nelson, Diane Thomas, Shorty George Collins,
Paula Bluda, Jonathan Bell, Alan Strain, Earl Johnson, Tom Coates, Scott Kennedy, Kay Boyle, Ira Sandpearl, Roy Kepler, Father John Duryea, Robert McAfee Brown, Mimi Farina, Ann Peabody Brown, Denny Wiltshire, Ida Wiltshire, Lincoln Moses, Sam Tyson, Danilo Dolce, Alice Cox, Bill Cox. Moment of silence, and then we'll add some names. Thank you.
Ivan Illich,
Rodney Gage of the Resistance and the Peace and Liberation Commune, and Joseph Crampton of the People's Union Co-op Farm.
Al Baez,
Bonnie Hutchin, who helped us a little bit on the county vote and was the head of Vista in the Northeast.
Oliver Hirsch,
Rick Eccles, Berkeley Peace Brigade.
Luis Perez Aguirre.
Martin Luther King, obviously, Bayard Rustin, Barbara Deming.
Bob Heaton, who helped us start the Crosses Project in Lafayette opposite the BART station.
Peretz Kidron, who helped COs in Israel, and Burton Ira Weiss of the Merton Buber Center.
Patrick Silva, better known as Tramp, from Struggle Mountain, and Leonard Garraway. Also, a couple people from the land who were peaceniks and very active, Kenny Zugman and Rip King.
Esther Negrete Padilla, who's the wife of Gilbert Padilla, who was one of the trio who started the United Farm Workers. She was the dynamo at La Paz that kept us all alive for years.
David Stern, my late husband, for whom the David R. Stern Fund was founded and created at Agape Foundation and is currently at Common Council Foundation, and who gives small grants to nonviolent social change groups throughout the United States.
I had a question. Did Janetta Sagan pass? Yes. Also, Andrea Dworkin, who was a feminist but also a peace activist and a writer for Win magazine that Frog and Whale published too.
Grace Paley and Bob Nichols.
And I don't think anybody's mentioned Howard Zinn, but he would be the one that would remember everyone.
I'm failing to remember the name of the president of Czechoslovakia, who's Václav Havel, who's, when he passed, they almost caused a car accident. Hearing the news.
I.F. Stone for telling the difficult truths.
I don't think Dave Dellinger was mentioned, but many people were very inspired by Dave, and also Simeon White, who was very involved in many things, including the Agape Foundation.
Don Kalish, he was chair of the UCLA philosophy department, and he was funded the early days of the LA resistance. He paid our rent for 1 year. He was the one that, because of Vietnam Summer, decided to open a draft resistance office. And he also was the person that fostered so many other things in the Los Angeles area and the peace movement in those days.
I've got one. Thomas Merton.
So we're being encouraged by the film crew. 3 seconds.